Welcome to the $25,000 added Ohio Open. This is the fourth U.S. Pro Billiard Series event, sponsored and presented by CueSports International and Predator. This year, we have 60 players for this event, being held in conjunction with the CueSports International League Ohio State Championships. We are at the Roberts Center in Wilmington, Ohio, where you can watch this in person for free and online for free. The game is 10 ball, 2 races to 4 with a spot shot shootout if each player wins one set. This is George Tejachea in the booth with Jeremy Jones, bringing you the live action between Ruslan Chinahov and Miško Fortunski.
Yeah, nice break off there, trickling the one in the side pocket. Spoke with Ruslan a little bit before this match. He came to the country to play all the big events, but then had a little bit of eye trouble, had to miss a few events, the U.S. Open being one of them. Along with, what else did he miss after that? A couple other events, but he said that's getting cleared up, which he's happy for. He's actually stayed in the States and stayed in the D.C. area and just worked on getting his health right for the remainder of the events he's going to be here for, including this one. It's a nice straight pull event he'll be playing in, which he's actually won before, which is always right before the U.S. Open, the International, and then he'll go on to play the International.
Well, he started off pretty good here with a nice break, ball on the break, and now he's shooting this 4-ball, go back and forth with his cue ball, and looks promising. Looks like a promising start.
Watch out, nine ball.
Yeah. Oh, he's coming. No, he didn't come
so.
out. No, he didn't. I can see from here he didn't. That was just a hair off.
Yeah, a little. It's hard to come in there like that, you know, and get behind that ball, but it did happen now. 2-rail kick. He'll kick this about medium-ish, giving a good chance to make it, plus a little separation, maybe cue ball coming towards the 10. Yeah,
oh, he made the ball. Shot, what a great shot that was. And that's a hard shot to gauge, too, because it was pretty far off the rail. And grabbing the 2 rails, you got to come across it just right.
Yeah, he did get that separation, though, so just in case it didn't hang, as long as it didn't hang, he was going to have a decent shot.
That one went a little wide. Well, Mr. Fortunski, both players are 29 years old. Both players played in Las Vegas, they played in Michigan, and now they're playing here, and neither player has made it to the final day, the final 16 or even the final 32 in Las Vegas.
Well, a little surprising, but just shows you know, how many great players we have.
Exactly, it shows how deep the fields have been. Because these guys they're both they're 5 points apart in Fargo, 796 for Ruslan and 791 for Miško. So this is as close a match as you're going to get anywhere.
Yeah, and Miško Fortunski, a lot of people consider him kind of like the next Euro to really start winning some major events. Just super talented and a guy that has had the talent, just had to kind of mature in ways.
And we spoke of that. We were just talking about that before the match. I told you how super impressed I was with him when I saw him 3 or 4 years ago for the first time. And I just don't think he's playing at that same level.
Yeah. Well, we don't get to see it, but over in Europe, he sure, has probably, they'd say, improved and has now become the top Polish player, I believe.
And that's saying quite a bit because they got some great players.
Good look at Ruslan Chinahov there from Moscow.
Jeremy Seaman right behind him, who will be on the table then.
Yeah, him and Devin
later,
Poteet.
8 o'clock, yeah.
Yeah, actually, they played each other in the first round earlier.
Yep.
Jeremy and Devin did.
Won.
Yeah, both played really well. They both probably played the best match I've seen between 2 players.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Jeremy stood out when we watched him play in Vegas, I think it was.
Oh, well, he's a solid player, that's for sure.
Well, Miško to break the balls here after he took over from that unfortunate roll from Ruslan. But it looks like he's broken dry here. 5, no, yep, he sure has.
And Ruslan, a tall man, so he can reach this. And guy really has all the pieces.
Now, is he eligible for Moscone Cup?
Oh yeah,
Was he?
yeah, Moscow. Yeah, just like Federer making it last year, both of them from
Okay.
Moscow. So you'd say definitely Federer's a top Russian player, but right here is the next in line.
Mm-hmm. Well, he is older than Federer. Oh, overcut that one, or overhit it. Both players are, they have their ranking points for the Pro Series tournaments, and I believe Mishko is at 140 points, and Ruslan is at 176 points. He's ranked 29th, and Mishko is ranked, he's ranked 23rd, and Mishko is ranked 34.
And that's
So
on
that's on the Predator
series,
for the series points, yes.
It's amazing they're ranked that high, and you said they didn't.
Yeah,
they didn't cash in either one of those.
But they played in both. And keep in mind that the points also include part of their Fargo ranking.
Oh, okay.
So it's a three-way addition. I guess there's three numbers that play into that.
Not sure he caught that 2-ball at all there. Yeah.
He's asked him if it's ball in hand, and I thought he was going to reach down and pick it up, and then he didn't as he walked by it.
Funny little shot right here. The 2-ball's going to have a lot of speed on it.
Mm-hmm. You know, Jeremy, one of the great view of the rest of the room here, where you can see the CueSports International League Ohio State Championships in the background with the 7-foot diamonds in play. And this is what the series is designed to do, is to combine or gain access for the pro players and the amateurs.
Tough kick. That 2-ball caught the 3 just right. Now the 9's kind of in the way to really kick at this ball. Man, may have to try and come 2 very short rails, the ones that are close to him, around the 5, between the 5-10. Mm-hmm. Can't really follow through much on this, so
it's 2-rail kicking.
He's got to pinch it here with some slow speed, or else he's going to go long. Yeah, like that. Went a little long.
Now there's another foul by Ruslan. Keep in mind, folks, that the 10-ball early win is it's eligible for that, and also a golden break is 10-ball on the break wins you a game. You must call the 10 except for the break, and you can only call 1 ball at a time. There is a 3-foul rule. There's a 30-second shot clock. I think you just heard the beeps go off a second ago, and a 30-second extension. It is winter break, and it's races to 4. You got just right on this. Came in nicely.
Man, that bed is fast. Felt really moves.
Mm-hmm.
See, one thing you'll hear the players comment about a lot, that some of the fastest they've played on.
Oh, is it? Well, it doesn't surprise me. It looks pretty dry out there. Like you said earlier, I think you said the weather's great out here.
Mm-hmm.
It is really nice, and this cloth is gonna play super fast. It's not wet at all.
Got a little straight here. He's gonna have to maybe draw short side here, George. Lefty with an awkward stretch. Fortunski's the kind I label as a very athletic player.
Mm-hmm.
You know, really swings the cue athletically, doesn't really steer it too much. Pockets the ball well, moves the cue ball easily. All right, this one's going to be a little hot.
Wow, it is hot.
He wanted angle, I think. I don't think there was ever a really straight in was really an option, but he's going to have to hit his mark here.
He laid into that ball too. When he swung the cue, he laid into it.
Yeah, like I said, I think he was trying to get up to get this angle. Maybe just overran a touch. Well, the thing is, you're gonna get better as you go. But you know, just like like the Moscone, for instance. No one's going to have the cue ball on a string, not on this table. So you have to just mentally prepare yourself that you're going to have to make balls from out of line a little bit, you know. If you're one of those players that really rely on that cue ball being nice, could mess with you mentally a little bit.
Yeah, you know, this is the fourth event we've had so far. And we'll get into it next rack. We'll take a break now. We'll be right back. And we're back, folks, with Miško Fortunski, ready to break the balls for game number 2 after winning the first game. Oops, game number 3.
Another player that's got a huge break from the middle, breaking from the side. So, I mean, of course, you know, they're not racking their own like they are in the outer tables, but man, it seems to me you got to take a chance from that center. Maybe at least at some time or another. I mean, I would start off that way myself, unless I was totally convinced I was never making a ball.
I completely agree with you, Jeremy. I break 10 ball. I play at home and stuff, and I just think the middle break is the most, I guess you can predict where things are going to go more than any other break.
Well, a little unsettled so far for Ruslan. Okay, he's gonna be all right here.
He's gonna come out. Yep, he sure did. Well,
got a tough shot.
He's got a tough shot getting on that 3. He's gonna have to go to the rail and go out past the 8, and then he'll
no
be okay.
chance of cutting it inside, huh?
It looks like it's up on that very, very high side.
Well, if he loves the thin, he can use a straight draw to come off the 8 to get to the opening there on the 3, but you know, out in the center. But maybe it's just a touch too thin.
Would you even consider a safety here?
I don't think so. I usually shoot from here in the corner if I have to take it, even though there's a little risk with the cue ball and you are cueing a little funny, but not easy to knock the 2 away and stop and hold the 2 ball. Not that you can't knock the 2 away.
He's drawing the ball.
Yeah, he's just too good to not shoot, I think. Now, can he come between the 5, 10, 2 rails to get a little closer to this combo? I'm not sure it's necessary, but it may actually be the safest way to get shape anyways, like that. Yeah. Ooh, that spread on him. He's got a kiss shot, though.
And then just take the 4-ball down the rail. Real soft. I think he's turned this into a win. It's laying right. He's just got to execute. No mistakes. He just seems to hit the ball so crisp, so clean. He really does.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. That athletic motion, I call it. It's like you don't really guide the cue. You don't bang at it. It's just a nice acceleration and
Good look
like
at
throwing a ball, kind of like,
Good look at it right there.
Yeah, and he's had that. It's just a matter of, again, maturing a little bit as a player. And not sure when Misko started playing pool, but I kind of feel like he may have been somebody that started a little later. You know, so talented. 29. You think if he started this young, much younger, you would have seen the name a little bit before, just a few years ago.
Well, his nickname's the Butcher, and I recall, I can't recall, excuse me, why they gave him that nickname. Was he, did he work in a meat shop? I don't think that's what it was. I'll have to ask him, and next time we do commentary, I'll elaborate on that.
Well, now out to a 3-0 lead in this first set. Fortunski to break in game number 4. It's winter break here at the Pro Series 10 ball. Put a little more speed into those. Didn't like the outcome of the last, and that was from the more of the centerish.
Sorry about that. Okay, we're back. I'm back, excuse me.
All right, maybe behind the 3-5 here with the cue ball, I think. That's a little bit better than 9-10.
Yeah, that's where he went, but he's going to come up a little bit, it looks like.
A little hot.
It's going to come, yeah, he's going to give him just kind of a easy jump.
Yeah, this may be more of a full cue jump just because he needs to draw the ball, and it's not very difficult, this jump shot. So you want a little more length, a little more weight on this one.
I thought he might have just cut that ball real thin over past the 9-10 and brought the cue ball into the 5 and used the 3 to stop it.
Say it again?
I thought he might have cut the 1 ball over. Nice shot. And hit the 5 ball with the cue ball and used the 3 to play the safety on the 1.
Nice jump shot there. It was going to draw a little bit, but it came into the 7, kind of held it up. He's going to call it. There's no reason not to. Really not playing it in that upper right-hand corner, though, I wouldn't think. Oh, wow. He cut it that way. He's trying to get behind it, though, I would think. And now getting from the 2 to the 3 is not that hard, but getting on it correctly, very difficult, because you need to probably not play the 4-6 combo.
Yeah, he's got to come close to the 3 ball here with the cue ball.
Would you ever just kill it right there and play short side? I would, maybe. Yeah, like that. And if you don't like it, you can, hem him up pretty good behind the 5, right? So
good play.
the thing is, he's missed a couple shots, so he wants to get the arm going, right? So hates to have to play safe here, even though it does look like the correct shot. Wants to get the 3 down a little ways. Tough kick here. Especially he's got to go, well, yeah, below the 9 shows me that you can do it, but yeah, I didn't think it was a hanger. Ruslan in a great spot to get on the board. 4's a little tight going by the 8, so he's going to have to work it maybe some other way, but
came down just right for the side. I think Ruslan should be able to bring these home for his notch on the scoreboard.
I think it was you and I that talked about a few of the drills that some of us use and some of the players use, and Ruslan holds some of the records that are amazing on some of those drills.
Some of those drills, really?
Yeah, some amazingly high numbers.
Yeah, there's one that I kind of was looking over and actually played it a few times already. I think it's called like a Mississippi 9-ball. You ever heard of that one?
Mm-mm.
So someone mentioned it online or something, and I looked it up.
That could be gone.
That's gone. That's a lot of speed on that ball.
Yeah, and he's going to get a little funny. He's going to have to bump the 10 just a little. It looks okay though.
And it's very similar to this 11-ball drill that a lot of the guys do.
Oh no!
Oh my lord!
Kind of got down on that one a little quick, little bit maybe. So got a little time at the table, but he's going to have to leave these misses behind going into set number 2.
He's going to have to focus on set number 2 because set number 1 is pretty much in the books. And we'll take a little break and come back with set number 2. And we are back for set number 2 after Miško Fortunski winning the first set 4-0, and Miško will be breaking the balls because Ruslan won the lag. So second set opens with him breaking. It's winner break format. Keep in mind we are on the Predator tables with the Predator arena lights, the cloth, the balls, Arcos 2 balls, the arena lights, the Arcadia cloth, And Ruslan Chinahov from Russia coming back, stepping back into the ring. And the gloves are back on, and Mishko to break the balls. As soon as John lets him have the cue ball. Nice angle of the entire room, and the table set up for the leagues and their Ohio State Championships.
Got a nice pop on him there, a good spread. They went up and down the table. He did make one. No shot on the one, and he's going to have to roll out difficult, probably knowing he's going to. I like there myself and challenging a little more, making the safety a little tougher, considering the two's a little jammed up.
Yeah, if he puts him over to the left, he'll have a pretty easy safety behind the 9.
Yeah.
Or running the cue ball up by the 2-8.
Yeah, that looks more like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, if he rolls out there, he's going to chip the side of it. And
oh, he is going to go there.
yeah, he just didn't maybe like what he was going to be faced with if given back. So now he rolled that one pretty tough. Now that ball's on the point there on the rail, tough cueing. If he took it or passed it back, I wouldn't be too upset. I think he's got to try to go behind the 8, of course, but from this much distance, and you can't hit it with a whole lot of speed, George, you could lose your accuracy. Looks pretty nice. It's still going to squeak out, though, and give him that little bit. So, can he spin this in and get 2 rails and bump the 8? That's what I would wonder.
I think so. I think it's going to take a lot of spin. I think he comes into the 5 doing that.
I mean, with right spin. Right spin,
right,
like 2 rails, like outside. Yeah, like that. He tried to hit it thick to try and help the cue ball's path, right? But I think it was okay. He just didn't catch it how he wanted. Now Ruslan may not have a makeable ball here, maybe partially hooked.
Well, if he can just stop his cue ball, otherwise it's going to give away an easy jump. I was going to say, but then I don't know if he can escape with the 1 ball from the 5.
He hits the bottom of the 1, comes back where he's at right now with the cue ball.
Like that. There
Tries to. He's going to get in that gap again, though. So now you'll maybe see this ball getting banged around, 3 rail safety maybe of some sort. Maybe cut it in. I don't know. There may be enough room.
I think there is.
He's hitting a high ball, so. Oh, he's playing the safety. He's got to go a little bit, though. So a little so-so with those last 2. These guys usually excel at that shot. Really, really come off the ball nicely. Like here, it should get behind the 8. Here you just lay on the rail, though, when you come behind the 8. That's the speed you're looking for. Cue ball to lay right on the rail. Real close to give him a little gap.
He's going to masse it. You know, this 2 rail kick underneath is okay, but he's kicking it into open space. There's nowhere to go.
About all he has, though, because the 2's got him cut off from kicking up the table. So
yeah, see, it just no matter where he kicks it to, it's going to end up open. But like you said, pretty much what he had.
Yeah, he's just hoping to leave it tough with the 2 the way it is. I think that's pretty good. It may be a little heavy. It's still got some spin on it.
It laid in there pretty nice at the end, though. It just kind of fell into place. Keep in mind, folks, this is a two-stage tournament. When we get down to the final 16, we'll go to stage 2, and it will go from double elimination to single elimination. And we'll play the final 16 all on Saturday. First.
Looks like he's got a nice little light stun. Ooh.
Oh boy.
Didn't get much out of, or as much as he wanted out of that, that's for sure. He was pretty straight. That's why he had to shoot it the way he did. But now he's got, I think, 1, 2, 3 back and forth. I don't think he's hitting this with outside. Yeah. Pretty good.
Well, it'll be a good way for him to start out this set. Since he lost the first one 4-0, maybe he can go on a 4-game run of his own and force that shootout.
Definitely capable.
Here's game number 1 of the second set. Both players being rather cordial in helping John get the balls, move things on a little faster. Look around the room, and like I said, you see all the tables set up for the Ohio State Championships. There's Ruslan looking around, staying focused. Just waiting for his turn to break for game number 2 of the second set. In the booth, you have Jeremy Jones. I'm sure you all recognize his voice. And then this is George Teachea.
All right. Trying to make that one on the side. Desperately trying to make it. Yeah.
It's amazing. It always amazes me how it just gets a kiss. No matter where it gets a kiss, once it gets kissed, it goes to a hole.
Yeah, it seems like it. When you're the player at the table, it's like every time.
Yeah. Just drives you crazy.
Trying to keep one eye on a ball going in and another eye on the cue ball.
Yeah. Just when you think you've parked it just right, here comes the ball and whack right in a hole.
Okay, he should just draw the cue ball between the 3-4 here. Really, this first part of the rack, he gets to the 5, everything kind of opens up a bit. So.
I wonder if he's thinking of just stunning the ball over to the right a little bit from the 3 and taking the 4 ball up table.
I would.
Yeah.
No reason to really
take
full
a
with the
chance.
7 and 10 and all that. Yeah, that's the direction you want to go anyways for the 5. So.
Well, he better do something. He took his extension, so. We were just froze. The screen was froze. I was looking at the screen, and I thought he was just standing there.
Nice shot there. Got good position on the 6.
I'm not sure if we're still live. Well, we'll just look at the table. He's got a good shot on the 7 ball here. Roll up for the 8. And he's got these 3 balls to tie it up and go 1-1 in the second set.
There we are, ladies and gentlemen. One apiece here in set number 2. Fortunski to break. Hit him real well from the side rail on the last. Just a little pop break, obviously. Really just playing them random, but look at all of them gather pretty much on that side rail, which is not too uncommon, really.
Yeah, it's happened quite a bit. What's he going to do about this 2-ball? Will he just go ahead and play safe since there's no future in pocketing the 1?
I think I'd like to pocket the 1 and get around for the safety on the 2. Take the initiative. As long as I didn't feel like I was taking a chance on trapping myself or something like that. But if I thought I could shoot the 1, come down to fall in that gap to get at the 2 and play the safety from there, I think that's what I like. I don't know if it's the greatest position in the world.
He's going to go right through there and behind the 8.
Yeah, well, he got pretty aggressive. I was just talking about stay in the center of the table on that gap and just brush the 2 and come behind the 4 or behind the 9 with the cue ball, something like that. I'm not sure what the value of coming into these balls besides really trying to, I guess, play a much better safety. Maybe
sure,
that's what it was.
If he hits the 4, he's able to just push the 2-ball up past the 5 and end up against the 7.
Yeah, I just didn't think it was easy to come in there and hit the 4 off the 1 myself. But, you know, he's playing the 7. He may run out behind it. Now, he's got to cut the 2 just a hair, so watch out, cue ball off the table. Yeah. And he hit that even pretty easy, and he still left the table with the cue ball. So the 4's tight by the 8, it looks like. So not sure what he'll do here. Getting from the 3 to the 4. May not even go by the 8. I think it does have a pocket, but not much. You may just bang this around here if the 4's any kind of tight or doesn't have a pocket. I think that's what he's doing. Oh, yeah, not what he wanted on the cue ball. Not saying he won't get the snooker, but probably leaves more of a jump, more of a kick doing it, not getting behind the 5. So
I thought he could do either one of the 2 that he just either do that or go ahead and pocket the ball and go back and forth and find something to do with that 4. Maybe play that. Did he move balls there, or was that 4-8 always there?
Well, it appeared the 4 didn't probably pass. He did move the 8 a little bit, but it appeared the 4 was really tight or probably didn't pass the 8. I think that's why you saw the safety. Super nice hit there. Now thin cut on the 3 in the corner that I don't even know if he'll take on.
I kind of like just killing the ball behind the 10. He just shoots more distance. And he's left quite a shot here. Mishka will take this on and shape on the 4. He hit that pretty, I thought it was going to come a lot further than that. Worked out pretty good then.
Yeah, it's pretty full. Nice little kill shot here. Don't think he'll catch a second rail. Got a lot into that, so super thin now, and if he took on the bank again, I wouldn't blame him.
You don't like the 2 rails on the cue ball?
On that last shot?
On this one, I'm sorry.
2 rails.
On the 5 with the for position on the 7.
You mean cutting it in?
Yeah, cut the 5 in here.
Yeah, I'm just saying he's super thin is what I'm saying. Like if he'd elected to not cut it and go ahead and bank it, that wouldn't bother me at all.
Okay.
This is super thin here, so he's missed the bank. So that shows you how thin, because these guys always elect to cut the ball when they can. So That should be all right. Got a choice now to go back and forth if the 8 goes by the 9, or come back for the 8 in the side, which I think is what he has to do. Ooh, almost overcut that one. Got it down, though.
Did a great job with the cue ball there.
Ruslan said that he just a few days ago was able to start playing again, trying to get his eyes resolved.
And this 10 ball for a 2-1 lead. And we're back with Ruslan Chinahov, the Siberian Express, to break the balls, leading 2-1 in a race to 4, to send this match into a shootout.
Get him nice and solid. Don't see anything down. Thin cut
ball.
shot on the 1, but I think he'll take it on. What do you think, George?
I think so too. You just got to be real careful coming off that 6 or going straight at that side pocket on the right.
Yeah, I think he cues it with a hair of inside or outside, depending on how he wants to play it. But I guess you could play safe, but I just doubt these guys usually play safe in this spot.
We haven't. Fortunski's played very aggressive the whole match. And he did win the first set 4-0.
Wow. Now, I understand there's a bit of a two-way here, but
yeah. He's got 5 balls to come into play if the speed's halfway decent. But if he hangs it...
I can't believe he rolled it, and he made it.
If he hangs it...
He's made it.
Whoa.
Whoa, what a shot. But look how the cue ball came way wide.
Oh, yeah, it came wide. It did.
That's why I thought he may draw the ball over and shoot it with some speed, because you don't want the 10 to hang just in case you miss it, right? But, wow.
Well, that was an early 10, and keep in mind, folks, that 10 ball on the break, which we saw in a match earlier between Evan Lunda and Shane Wolford, where Evan made it twice on the break for a win. So 10 on the break and early 10s do play, and they are welcomed by half of the 2 players out there. The one that made it. John Lehman, the referee, racking them with the Predator triangle rack. The Arcadia cloth, Predator. Table, Predator. Mieszko Fortunski is also a Predator-sponsored player. That's the second time or third time I've seen those balls go to the left-hand side pocket 2 or 3 at a time, and they fight and they knock themselves each other out.
Yeah, the one and the
Yeah,
second ball usually always
they've gone that way.
either collide there or
Yep.
come close to colliding there. Now a tough rollout. This is where, let's see, you could maybe roll out and put the 2 on the back rail and leave them long and straightish on the 1. Maybe removing the 2, but it doesn't look like you can really get there to me. But man, this, I don't know where he's going with this.
He's going by it and coming down with the cue ball, looks like. I think he's changing his mind.
Yeah, but you aren't going to overcut the 1 enough to get it to the back rail and contain the cue ball. So, I think the way...
Wow.
I got to tie something up here. Maybe, I don't know, but I'm definitely not kicking at this at 2-2. And I'll be frank about it. Ruslan hasn't played so perfect or anything, so I think there may be a rollout spot that you can deal with, but
took his extension with 2 seconds left.
kick behind this 2, put it on the back rail a little bit, or just bumping it over, period, taking the jump shot. Just snookered him by a portion, but I think Ruslan's definitely making the right move here, passing this jump shot.
Well, he only has to come down to about where the 6 ball is with the cue ball.
Oh, he can stop there and cut the 2.
Yeah.
It's just a matter. I don't think he's a favorite to make this. Well, there you go. And maybe that's what it was. The angle was going away from position. And Ruslan quickly recognized that. Still a great shot there from Mieszko, but he's got to make another.
Oh, this is an old golf shot. Snooker golf shot for the 6 hole. Kick it off the bottom rail. Oh, he's going 2 rails behind it. I thought he was going the 1 and catching the side rail and going over.
Right. No, 2 rails was perfect
2 rails
there.
was perfect, yeah.
I think Dennis Grabe has advanced over John Francisco.
Now that was a player that I saw on the players list that I don't recognize, John Francisco.
He's from New York City.
Okay. So he hasn't been out west. That's why I don't. Yeah.
I think he played in Vegas. Yeah, he played the Predator, not the World 10 Ball, but the
Diamond Open.
The Diamond Open. That's right. So he's taking a lot of time here.
Yes, he is. It's clicking off.
Did use his extension and just jumping to hit the ball, and he would kick at it, but the 6 has got him cut off not only the 1 railer, but kind of where he needs to hit for the 2 railer. So, boy, he got a lot into that. He needs the 2 to hit something and slow down. Watch out, early 310 maybe.
No, just, well, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Can he shave the 2 and go behind the 10 a couple rails? If not, that's a little risky if you can't do it. But looks like to me it's possible. Yeah, if he just hits it, right? Well, maybe not.
That's not. It's going to give up a shot. You know, if he puts this cue ball over by that side pocket, he might take a flyer at that 10. I doubt it, though.
I don't think he's going to shoot the 10 one way or another, whether it be the combination or the kiss, depending on where he ends up. Now, the 8's a big ball to try and get there for the kiss shot. He's coming back for the bank, maybe. Can't play them both. You have to call one or the other, the 3 or the 10. I'm not sure he's gotten in position to really make the 10, at least not, you know, at a high percentage. He might make it, but not in a position to where he's a favorite. I don't think, anyways. All right, now he's playing safe. It looks like he's trying to play the 3 into the 10. Cue ball by the 6-8. Yeah. May have left a little bitty piece of the 3, maybe. Maybe not. You can definitely kick and stick here, though. Yeah, like there. You can even do it with a high ball here if you want. You don't even have to do it with a low ball with the 10 being there, I think. But
you can kind of roll behind it.
Yeah, well, I'm saying you can bang the 3
yeah.
around and still kind of coast forward a little bit. So normally the guys will hit it. All right, he's going to hit it with a high. Could go by the 10 and scratch.
Yeah.
Oh, he hit it thin. Wow. I bet he didn't expect that. And he didn't expect that 5. So he's going to get to shoot again.
Yeah, and 10 ball. When you make a ball you didn't call, they can have you shoot again. Now, do you go at this 2 rails or 1?
Yeah, he's going 2.
He's going 2, yeah.
Wow, what a shot. 7's going to get a little funny, but I think the kiss shot may play. I don't know. He's got a nice angle to break it up, to get to the backside of it.
Does.
I don't think he should be slamming his cue after he 2-rail kicked the 3 in. You know, made a great shot, but you don't ever have to make that one, right? He's got a nice shot on the 6 and a good angle to get behind the 7.
Yeah, I just made a great shot. I'm slamming the cue because the A ball rolled over next to the ball.
Right.
And no. He's got the perfect angle to go into him if he wants to.
Yeah, I would get behind him like this myself. Again, these guys are so good. They get an open pocket, they're fine. If they don't like it, they knock the ball away.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is he going to brush the 8? It looks like to me, since he landed on the rail, he's got a pocket. But is he going to brush the 8 enough? Or is he going to brush the 8 too much to get shape on the 8? Oh, he's playing on safety. Wow.
Yeah, he's playing behind the 8 with the cue? Or?
Well, the camera's fooling us a little bit here. Oh, I don't know if he's really going for this. He's trying to really play the safety, but only a portion of the pocket here. So it's kind of like a kick shot. Even though you know you're kicking safe, George, you might as well call it, right?
Mm-hmm.
No reason not to.
Sure. You got the A ball, you're not going to be, you know, hooked on the 8. You got to have a shot on it if you make it.
I wonder if he has to curve to get to this rail first. Yeah. So that tells me he can't get enough speed to maybe get the safety. He really needs to make this. All right, got by the 7, so it's going to leave it tough. Hard to predict that one, but, you know. And this is one of the areas that Fortunski kind of excels at it when he's comfortable, is really just knocking in these tough shots. Just really straight shooter.
What happened to our camera view? Oh, he missed that ball badly. There we go.
The side pocket's right in the way of the natural 2-rail kick. So if he goes beyond the side, he's got to hit downward a little bit to try and bend it. Yeah, like that. You see him kind of cueing down a little. And he's got to put a little speed. I don't know if that's going to get it. Yeah. I'd
almost rather go 3 rails at that and coming out of the pocket.
Yeah, that might have been all right. Or I like to, I'm pretty comfortable on the slick table kicking. Like, I like to make it spread.
Okay.
So I'll hit before the side there, even if I have to curve the ball a little bit, like jack up just a hair and let it open up into that angle.
I much rather spread the cue ball than shorten it up.
Right, right. Well, especially because you're always trying to kick with the right speed. So shortening up is just like when you're shooting a shot. Well, if you have to use a draw stroke, you lose touch a little bit. So same thing with the kicks. That was a nice shot there, nice stroke.
2 balls to take the lead at 3-2. And remember, he's won the first set. So Ruslan has to win this set to send it into a shootout. We'll be right back. And we are back with Miško Fortunski to break the balls to take the second set and win the match. Ruslan has to find a way out of his chair, take over to send us into a shootout.
Oh, he loves the look of that.
Set up. Look at this.
And he's got a four ball situation. 4-7's not too bad. Probably see him doing that, to be honest with you. But the 1 ball lays nice to come down the table for the 2.
Get right where he is right now. Within a couple of inches would be perfect.
Yeah, I mean, he can go into the 4. He can kind of create if he wants off the 2, and we'll see where he gets on the 2 to make that decision. But I myself don't mind that combination, not at all. It lays nice. The 4 is going to stay in a nice position. So.
And this cue ball is going to be real nice. He's just going to push the 5 a little bit, and cue ball is going to be right about there. Yeah, he's perfect. Doesn't look good for Ruslan. You can see the reflection of the lights, those Predator Arena lights. And there's 4 of them over this table. You can see all of them on the balls. This is laying perfect for just a nice shot for the side and for the 5 ball on the side. And looks like he's going to close this out.
He's got to work the cue ball a little bit here.
We'll be back at 6:30 with Sharik Sayed and Ernesto Dominguez. And then our 8 p.m. match will be Roberto Gomez and Jeremy Seaman. I just don't see him not getting out here.
Definitely supposed to, but
well, sometimes going from these, corner of a pocket there to the tent can get a little funny. But well, he got pretty straight here.
Should just draw his ball. Could cheat the pocket, but again, he may hook on him a little bit. So myself, I'm cheating it to use the rail to draw the ball a little bit. Yeah, I'll let up a little bit on that one.
Yeah. You like to come down just past the side?
Yeah, I mean, the The big problem is going past the 10, of course, but that's
Sure.
some 6.5, 7 feet. So.
And we'll be back after this 10 ball once he pockets it.
That's right. Another match in the books. 6:30.
6:30.
6:30.